Sunstreaker! Side swipe! Autobots, start your engines! Ready, Prime.
Let's roll.
Hello everybody and welcome to this Funko review. It's your old buddy Mr. Mike on the mic here, and on today's review is on this wonderful Funko, and this is from the Transformers G1 retro line of Funko Pops. This is the coolest bot in the universe. This is Jazz. That's right, Jazz, the second in command of the Autobots next to Optimus Prime. And it was one thing growing up, I always thought Ironhide was the second in command, but watching the cartoon as an adult now, I realized that Jazz was definitely the second in command of the Autobots. He is someone who has a wonderful, I want to say ear, but in this case, optics and sensors for everything that is music, as music is the universal language. And of course, watching the series, Jazz is someone who is very much in love with all forms of entertainment, of music, of performances, and definitely an Autobot that is near and dear to all of our hearts if you grew up in the 80s, because Jazz is someone that it was that cool robot that everybody wanted to hang out with. Unless he was playing his music, and of course it was so loud that it would pretty much disrupt the audio receptors of every Transformer, including all the Autobots, all of his buddies. But it was a great part of the series, so can't go wrong with the 80s. So here is the side profile of Jazz. We got the back of the box with all the latest releases of this line, where you can go ahead and still find them today through GameStop, Amazon, Entertainment Earth, eBay, wherever you want to go and get your Transformers, your Funko Pops. But like always, guys, let's go and take them out of the box and give you a better look at Autobot Jazz. Here we have Autobot Jazz out of the box, guys, and of course he is molded after his Porsche design that was based from the 1980s series. Of course, he would transform into a Porsche with definitely a lot of insignias and stickers and everything. And of course, you can see right in front of you, Jazz is definitely molded out of that with the colorful stickers. So this Funko Pop is a great representation of the 1980s series. This Funko Pop, you can see on the back, he's got a very great back sculpt with the doors and everything. So definitely was somebody that if you bought Jazz as a Transformer years ago, that's how everything was. You know, the doors will, transform into a robot with the doors open up in the back. So there was no way to put the, the doors in. The doors would come out. And so yes, this was a great representation Funko Pop of Jazz from the toy line. So you can see the back sculpt, the door panels from the inside, and of course, side sculpt, side head. The only thing is, in this one, you can see he might have a little bit of a ding, a little bit of a misprint right there on the lower corner of his chin there. Otherwise, it's an overall great pop. Again, the stickers and the front decals and everything is definitely Jazz from the toy line. It's a great sculpt, and it's definitely a great for you to add to your collection. I was going to say, I've been meaning to do Jazz for quite some time, and I wanted to do him a couple of days ago because on May 23rd was the birthday of the voice actor of Jazz, Benjamin Sherman Crothers, better known as Scatman Crothers. Definitely, he was an actor, musician, singer, performer, someone who was an actor in the 60s and the 70s and a voice actor of the 80s. He was definitely you may know him as Dick Halloran from Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Yes, he was one of the unfortunate victims in that movie. But for me, he's always been a voice actor to me. He's always been that voice has always been somebody that, you just gravitate to, because he seems like he was always a fun-loving character. He played, ironically, a character called Scat Cat in the Aristocats. That's a Disney movie, and you can watch that on Disney Plus. For me, Also, he was the voice of the lead character, Hong Kong Phooey. Unfortunately, I don't have a Hong Kong Phooey Funko Pop. I know he was out there years ago, but never got my hands on him. But of course, when I think of Scatman Crothers, Hong Kong Phooey is definitely a character that comes to mind. But overall, he was the voice of Jazz from the original series, season 1 and 2, and of course, he survived in the Transformer the movie back in '86.
Report security status.
No sign of Decepticons here, Prime.
What about Moonbase 2?
Yes, to Moonbase 2.
Unfortunately, he did pass away in November of 1986, so we never got a chance to see him continue as Jazz in season 3 and the small 2-3 episode of season 4. But overall, Scatman Crothers is definitely somebody we always remember for his dancing, his music, his acting, his voice acting, and of course for me, he will always be Hong Kong Phooey, and he will always be Autobot Jazz. So I hope you had a very happy heavenly birthday, sir. My hat tips off to you. You are truly missed, sir. With the love of Transformers, your fans will probably wish you were here to grace us, to sing to us, and to say some lines that only Autobot Jazz would say. So that is the Autobot Jazz Transformers G1 Retro line, guys. I do have a couple more Transformers that I might eventually do, but otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video, for spending a little bit of your day with me, watching me ramble and talk about all things Funko and voice actors and all this and why I like doing these. So you are much appreciated, guys. Thank you so much. Just give me a little like. Don't forget, hit the like and subscribe, and let's build up our YouTube channel, guys. I'm really enjoying doing all these Funko reviews when I do have an opportunity to. And thank you so much. I am Mr. Mike and I'm Mike. This is Autobot Jazz from Transformers G1. Thank you so much, and have a great day, everybody. Until next time.